Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot, and today we are doing the, mid-month for April for the zodiac sign of Libra. Keep in mind it's a general collective reading, so it may not resonate. It might resonate. Take what's yours, leave what doesn't. Remember, this is fortune telling, and we are predicting the future, so sometimes it doesn't resonate for a little while. If it does start to do that, then you can come back and rewatch any of the videos or watch other videos on the channel. You probably should be watching your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for a good collection of what your sign is, what your chart is. Okay, and you can find your charts online for free. Let me see, what else? If you like the channel, please hit like, subscribe, share, hit that bell icon so you get notified when I do future videos. And just know that that really helps the channel grow and expand rapidly. And I want to thank y'all for your lovely comments. They're very nice, and I really appreciate hearing from all of you. Okay? And I do read all of the comments. It may take me a couple of days to get to where I can respond to them, though. Okay? So, I'm going to take the first card from the Spirit Animal Oracle. Okay? And we have, for Libra, Beaver Spirit. And it's telling you to lay... Ouch. Sorry. It's lay a solid foundation. Okay? Sorry, I hurt my finger. I was trying to move the chair. Alright, so I'm going to pull two Animal Oracle, Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. The reason I do the Oracle cards is because they have very powerful messages by themselves. And the reason I do them in the beginning is because they work in coordination with the tarot portion of the reading, and they highlight things Spirit's really trying to get to, they want you to hone in on. Okay, so... the first card is Hermit, and it's telling you to retreat and recharge. Recharge those batteries. Find your center, find some peace and balance. I think we all need that. I know I do. There's days that I definitely need it. I take hot baths with lavender salts. Or lavender if I have fresh lavender. Summer. It's telling you to bask in joy and light. Okay? So, it looks like things are going to get happy. Alright, so I'm going to do a 5-position spread. It's past, present, future. Advice from Spirit, and the most probable outcome if you follow Spirit's advice. Okay, tell me what's for Libra. Ooh, wow, in the past, you have a broken heart. That was rough. Those cards are, I mean, the card speaks for itself. It was horrible, painful experience. So, we're going to clarify cards more later on. Okay? After I drop the initial spread, I'll go back and clarify with other cards. Okay, so right now it's telling you to make your plans. Look, your little dragon. These are fire signs. They all have dragons in this deck. Over here by my thumb, that little dragon, he's got a new wand. He wants you to, you have that ball. You can create whatever you want. That's the golden egg. That's that, you have the ability to create it. You have a wand. He's bringing you a new wand, so you can create something new. Okay? And you have to trust your little dragon. Your little dragon is that part of you that's a little bit wild, a little bit crazy, that knows better than to stay stagnant. Okay? Let's see. So start making some plans and lay a solid foundation. That's where that's coming in, and that's why you need to rest and recharge. You need to, you really need to find your focus and find your balance. It's really hard after something like that. And then, and I literally think that means in the summer, by the summertime, you will be basking in light and joy. All right, so the future. Okay. The future. What's the future for Libra? Okay. Oh, wow. All right. It's working hard and making abundant. This is making an abundant living by working hard. See here, you've set those intentions out. Those are symbols for your intentions. You've set those symbols out, and the ships are still out there. They're still doing their thing. But in the meantime, you can sit on the couch and do absolutely nothing and just wait for them to come in. But sometimes they don't. They get attacked by pirates. They get robbed. Sometimes they get stuck in the doldrums. Sometimes they're never heard from again. Nobody knows what happens to them. Not always, but you know, you put a high. It was a high risk. So what you did is you learn, you master your craft, which would have been the 3, and then you build abundance with that, and that's enough for you to make a very good living on its own. And if the ships come in, which they should, because you believe in your ships, so when they come in, you know, you're going to be high on the hog, as my grandfather used to say. Okay, so death. Okay, death rarely ever means an actual death. This is a transformation. You're letting something go, whatever caused the heartbreak. You're letting it go. You're letting it die. You're transforming. Okay, because after this, you start a new cycle. All right, you have transformation. It's an equalizer, because, you know, it can happen to a king, and yet death let the child and the woman go, you know, because that's not who he was after. In this case, it's a transition. It's letting the past go. It's letting the pain go, and the anger and the hurt. Okay, you're letting it go, because it's a new day. See, there's a new day dawning back there, and you already know from Spirit, they're telling you you're going to be basking in the joy and light. And it doesn't feel like it when you're going through it, but you know, you have to keep working at it, and that takes resting and retreating. That's recharging your batteries. That's thinking about, you know, you don't sit there and get into 9 of Swords where you don't think about anything but now think about what else. You've thought about everything that happened. You know what happened, how it happened, and you're healing the hurt. But in the meantime, you need to start building for your future. Okay, and that's why Beaver Spirit's telling you to move forward. Okay. All right. One more for Libra. One more for Libra, please. All right. So if you can follow Spirit's advice, what it's telling you is, if you know, you need to start healing yourself, but you also need to start moving forward. Don't sit in one spot and just grieve and not try to put one step in front of the other. I mean, you know, there's days where I had a death in the family, and I mean, there for a couple of days, I don't even remember a couple of those days. And then you know, it was a chore just to get up and take a shower, you know. And then I would get up and shower and make breakfast. And you know, and then eventually my life started coming back. You know, you go through the grieving process, and it's really hard. So I'm not belittling it, but I'm telling you, while you're doing that, you need to take steps forward for self-care, mental and physical, okay? And if you're able to do that and let the transition happen, you will come out on the other side with a lot of options, okay? They're giving you lots of options. And you may not see it now, but the wheel is actually moving in your favor, okay? The universe doesn't take things away and not bring something back, okay? It's what you attract in, okay? And again, if you stay in the grieving process, you will bring in more sorrow. I'm not saying don't grieve. I'm saying don't prolong it, okay? All right, so I am going to pull cards from the Marchetti Tarot Royale. Whoops, there we go. Speaking of it, well, I tell you, sometimes they flip out a couple cards. That's why I call it a 5-position spread, not a 5-card spread. All right, so you have some kind of communication coming in about money, finances, career, most likely, okay? And you are in a transformation. It's okay, and they want you to start. Are you know, there may be something that you're trying to create. And you have to trust in yourself. You know, like your little dragon there, he's kind of like your inner self. He's telling you, okay, let's get a move on. Let's make something happen. Because, you know, I don't know about Libras, but this card is a fire sign, so they're movers and shakers. It's like, yeah, I can't stay here. Let's go. What are we going to do? What are we building? What do we want to create? Let me think about this. Usually we don't think. We just go. We run on instinct. But we're very good at it, too. Every sign has its gifts. That's the word I'm looking for, gifts. But that doesn't mean that you can't utilize those types of gifts. You can learn from the other signs. You can learn from the cards. Okay? And when you do that, when you start to make your plans, you are going to making the first step to your happiness. Okay? You have transitioned. You have left an old cycle. You are in the middle of transitioning into a new cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is moving in your favor, so you can't stay in this energy where you feel bound. You're not bound. This is mental. This is mental anguish. Well, actually, it's mentally being bound, but it's the same thing. It feels like being trapped. You're not trapped. You can take the blindfold off. Those chains are not tight. Once you see that, you can undo them. And then you can walk right through the swords. As a matter of fact, you can grab one of them and have clarity on your way out the door. The thing is, you don't want to stay here. You're not trapped. It's time to take control of your life. See, he kept going. He kept going until he mastered his craft. Okay, so you have to keep going. All right, you will be abundant. You're gonna work hard to get there probably, but you are going to be abundant. Okay? But you're not seeing your gifts because you're focused on what you lost. Stop focusing on the past and start looking around to see what gift Spirit is giving to you. Okay? Is presenting for you. Alright? And it's really hard to do. You know? It's hard. But it's doable. Okay? Because you were meant to celebrate, not life. Not stay in this kind of, not stay trapped, and not stay in this energy. This is the energy you're supposed to be in. Okay? It takes time to get there. Yes, I understand. But, you know, that's the idea. That's why they want you to rest and recharge. Because you're going to have to build a strong foundation. That way that tower doesn't fall. And I truly think by summertime you're going to be basking in joy and light. I mean, literally, I don't usually take that as that, but I feel like by summertime you're going to be totally different. Okay, so you're going through this transformation, and that's Spirit's advice. And they know you have a lot of conflict, and you may have external and internal conflict. Okay, which is keeping you feeling trapped. Okay. All right. Okay, but you had a tower moment. It illuminated something. There was something wrong with the foundation of that tower. This is the past energy. You had a lot of conflict, and Spirit tore the tower down because it wasn't necessary in your life. It was having an adverse effect on you. Now they're opening up a lot of options for you. They're turning the wheel in your favor. Okay. All right. Look, and here's the cup. I don't think at this point, and see, if you start resting and recharging, you go from this five of cups to this 4 of cups, and although it seems like it's backwards, he doesn't see the cups at all. You're so focused on what you're doing sometimes that you don't see it. It's like you just look up and go, wow, how long has that been there? You know? You have that, oh wow, that's for me? When did this happen? Where was I? And where you were was over here feeling trapped, and in your mind you were healing. Okay, that's the idea of the hermit, is you need to heal. And you are in the process of doing it because it shows you are transitioning. Okay? And that's why you're the hangman. You put yourself in a position so you could see see things from a higher perspective. Again, you have done something to make the Wheel of Fortune move in your favor. Okay? And through this process, you're going to learn how to love yourself. And once you learn how to love yourself, everything comes to you. If you love yourself, everything comes to you. When you need something, it'll come. Couldn't start my lawnmower. My neighbor owns a lawn service. I'm standing there going, now what do I do? No sooner than I said, now what do I do? I heard him pull up behind me and he was like, you need some help? That's how fast it works. It comes to you once you're healed. Okay? And he not only did he fix my mower, he went ahead and mowed my lawn and sprayed weeds and whatnot and had it done with a quickness. Okay, and that's what happens when you find your balance. You know, these ships that you've sent out start coming in. You raise your frequency and then things start coming into you at that frequency. Okay? And you have a lot of heavy burdens, but your spirit guides are helping you and they're going to help you put it down. Okay, so I think the overall gist of the reading for you is to allow the transformation to happen. Okay, take care of your physical and your spiritual needs. And don't go on, I could have done this, I could have done that. You know what? You did what you did, they did what they did. And, you know, now it's time to step into a beautiful new future. It wasn't built on a firm foundation and it collapsed. It happens. And it's hard. And I'm not belittling it, trust me. All right, so we have creative writing. Archangel Gabriel. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or a book. And that's really good advice because, you know, sometimes just going back in a year and looking over what you were going through is incredible because you'll see how much you've healed and changed and grown. It's also if you are creative as far as like poetry or creative writing, you know, you can write those. Or because you've gone through this, you know, you can help others with that. And that's what they're talking about. You could write an article or a book. It doesn't have to be about what you're going through. It could be about something that you're very well versed at. Crystal clear intentions. That's what I was just talking about. Archangel Michael, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Okay? You have to know that it's coming. Okay? And leadership. Archangel Gabriel, it's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. Nope, sorry. Forgot to show the card. Alrighty. So that's what I have for you for the mid-month of April. So whatever you're going through, and it may not be as dramatic as a huge breakup, but it does show a broken heart. So it could be just minor problems and annoyances too. But it's something that you need to rest and retreat. Sometimes when we don't get enough rest, or we think we have enough rest, but we don't. And then, you know, things don't come right. Okay? So I hope you follow Spirit's advice. And if you want to follow me over to Patreon for your extended, I'll see you there. If not, love and light. And like I said, hit like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever I put up a new reading. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.